Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I wanted to discuss a bit of a sensitive topic. Well, not so much sensitive, more like situational. Person-to-person basis, really. And that subject is forgiveness. Because a lot of people don't forgive other people. Yeah, bold statements only here on this channel, right? What I mean to say is, let's say little Billy stole your lollipop in first grade, but it was one of those really big ones, probably cherry flavored, might even have bubble gum in the middle. Boy, I would lament little Billy for that. I mean, he took the greatest thing that I could have had in that moment from me, and it was mine, rightfully so. So of course I'm going to be angry about it. I'm going to carry it in the second grade, third grade. I mean, come on now, it was the biggest lollipop you ever saw. But why are you being mad at little Billy when he took your lollipop, but that was first grade? What good does it do you when you don't even see little Billy anymore, you know? He's moved on to a different school, he transferred. Now you're just carrying ceaseless anger in your life for someone that's not even in it anymore. There's no righteousness in that, there's no glory. The only thing you get from it is a sense of, well, self-righteousness because you're all like, well, I have every right to be angry, he stole my lollipop. Give little Billy a little grace, forgive little Billy. He took it, sure. He probably didn't even say sorry. You'll probably never see him again and never hear that apology, but forgive him for yourself. The same can be said about a lot of situations. Because when we put ourselves as the podium bearer, we bear the standard, we're the one that, if you offend us, ooh, you're going to get our ire. Just take a step back. Really analyze why you're mad at that person, the reasons, the philosophy behind it. Give yourself a great picture of that whole situation. And now think, is this beneficial to us both? I mean, don't forgive someone right away. I mean, if you can afford to, please do. But if someone does you real, true wrong, if you forgive them on the spot, it might enable them to do it again. Sometimes you have to hold on to that little bit of resentment and anger, just for a little bit, so they know what they did was wrong and they can actually change as a person. They can, how do I say, grow their wings like a butterfly. But don't be mad at them forever. Don't be mad at them for even too long. Just be mad enough that they know what they did was bad and they need to not do that again. And you see, by doing that, you might even save others the same headache you got. Because would they go and repeat that same thing that got them in such a spot before to somebody else? No. Or at least to their wives. There's a lot of fools out there, trust me. What I'm getting at here is hanging on to a sense of righteous indignation when it has no merit and no benefit to you is a silly game. And the longer you play that game is not only the worse you get at that game, but the worse you feel. I mean, this is my own crazy opinion. This is my hot take. You don't have to listen to this. But I feel like hanging on to anger, like, for no reason at all, just angry for the sake of anger, or angry because, well, I'm right, they did me wrong, I have every reason to be mad. That, to me, almost feels like self-harm. Because really, truly, the only person that's hurting is you. The other person's moved on, and you made such a big deal out of such a little thing, that really the only person that's suffering is you. Hanging on to that inflated sense of pride because, they're, yes, 100%, in situations like these, they are 100% at fault, we'll say. Like someone rams right into your car when you're parked listening to your music. That guy's totally in the wrong. Why'd he hit you, bro? So you're going to be mad at that guy. It's how long you're mad and how you outlet that anger is what counts. Because if you start wailing on that guy for hitting you, drag him out of the driver's seat, you punch him across the face, you're doing it wrong. Alright? That's just inappropriate. Let's move on to a bit of a, how do I say, different area entirely. Let's move on to, instead of just one person doing wrong to another, like let's say your friend or an acquaintance or even a stranger out in public, let's move on to more personal. We're talking family and relationship, like the people that are closest to you. Like let's say your brother breaks your favorite cup. That cup was a one-of-a-kind, you've had that cup for like 10 years, you're never going to see that cup again. But boy, oh boy, are you boiled. Your own flesh and blood broke your favorite cup. He's like, of course he's sorry. I mean, he didn't do it on purpose. But you're like, sorry's not gonna cut it. I drink out of that mug every morning. That's my favorite cup. You're gonna pay for this. And you carry on that resentment. Not only do you put a divide in your own house, your own relationship with your family, you also, it's a bad headspace to be in for you as well. Because think of all the good your family's done for you, and you're gonna let one little cup get in the way of your entire relationship you had with them up until this point. Same thing could be said about a mother or father. You see, they can also deal that right back at you. Like, what if you don't do a chore and they tell you to over and over? You put it off, and suddenly it becomes this whole fiasco. Everyone's mad, tempers run high, but does it have to be that way? Now let's talk about the relationship aspect. Let's say your significant other, be it a boy or a girl, whichever way you go. Let's say they download an app, and they buy a subscription on the app. And of course, you guys are sharing a bank account, we'll say, because you're a couple. They don't tell you about this app whatsoever, they never bring it up in a conversation, and the only way you find out about it is on a bank statement. You're like, wait a second, you bought a subscription on an app and just rolled with it? I'm the breadwinner here. You know, I'm making all the money, and you're buying all the measly apps. You don't even bother to tell me, like, well, I didn't think it was a big deal. Well, you see, now you're going to be angry. There goes your hard-earned money on some measly, we'll say it was like a newspaper. You can get your news anywhere. Why do you need a newspaper subscription on your phone? It's not even a newspaper, it's digital. But you're going to be rightfully a little bit irked about that. And if you don't work through that irk is only going to get worse, because you're going to start thinking, overthinking, of course, in other ways, like, well, maybe they did it again, or maybe they're going to do it in a different way, or maybe this isn't the only time they've gone behind my back and done this, that, or the other. It's a toxic mindset, and you start to spiral. So, instead of getting resentful or angry at that whole subscription behind your back thing, forgive them. Just as I hope they'd forgive you if you did the same, which don't do the same. Talk about it. Pretty please. Be it relationship, family, acquaintance, friend, all these situations have their different silver linings, but the biggest silver lining of them all should be reflect on the reason you're angry and forgive. Maybe even unconditionally. Just let forgiveness fly, because your life is too short to be angry all the time. And if you made it this far, I thank you. And if you didn't make it this far, I still thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and God bless you wherever you go. Forgive that person in your life. This is your call to action.